And with the homie, originally from St. Louis, now at Georgetown, Kentucky, Wessyde Jones. What's good, man?
What's happening? What's happening, man?
Good, man. Thank you so much for being on the show. I appreciate it.
No problem, bro. No problem, man. I'm glad you hit me up to, what I'm saying, just to get a few ticks with me. Feel me?
Yeah, so and it's Mother's Day's weekend, and I know people got plans to hang out with moms or talk to them,
Right, right, right,
but I
right.
appreciate you taking the time. You grew up in St. Louis. What was that like growing up in St. Louis?
Oh man, St. Louis is pretty much just a rough place, but you know what I'm saying. If you pretty much know how to survive, then you know what I'm saying, you'll be all right.
And how did you get started as a hip hop artist? How did it all start off for you?
Oh man, well, really, it really goes back to church. It's a funny story, bro, but I grew up in church, and of course I was in the choir and all that kind of stuff, right? So out of the choir, they end up making a little smaller group. Okay, so out of this smaller group, we was called a spiritual six. We end up having to do a concert, and out of the concert, one of the songs we did was the Sister Act 2 song,
Mm-hmm.
where it's a rhyme part in there, where they rap in there. And I'd always had the passion to do it, and I always felt it in me to, be able to do it. So when that part came, it was me and another guy, and I end up actually doing my part and his, because I guess I just got the feeling and it kind of took over. So that kind of what got the ball rolling in hell. From there, man, I started off freestyling, and, man, I really didn't start writing the music until 2010, for real. Other than that, before that, man, I was freestyling. It was known as just a freestyler in St. Louis. Then I moved down here in '07.
Man, so you've now lived in Kentucky for 11 years.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So,
sir.
and when I think of St. Louis hip hop, obviously two names come to mind. There's
I
Nelly,
already know.
there's
Nelly and
Nelly and Chingy.
Chingy.
There's Jaquan.
Yeah.
There's Jibs. He had a hit song,
Yep.
Chang Hang Low. They all from
Yep.
St. Louis. And speaking of Nelly, he's actually coming here to
Yeah.
Kentucky
Yeah.
next
Yeah.
week. I will be there. And Chingy's coming to Lexington in July with Peter
That's what.
Powell and Ying Yang Twins.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I
Yeah.
heard that was going on. So I was like, well, they might be all right show. It
So
might be all right show. I
so
say this: if I don't have to work my day job, I'm gonna try to make
so
it.
I'm definitely gonna be there for sure. Now, who were your influences as a hip hop artist? Those that stood out to you that inspired you to rap.
The ones that inspired me to rap, I say DMX. He'd be one of them. He's one of my biggest. Tupac, of course. Tupac, man. I'm a Tupac head, and I really can't say that I've seen a more Tupac fan than me, because I'm such a Tupac fan, I named my son after him. So, I mean, that says a lot, you know what I'm saying? He's a big influence on my life. And, I mean, everybody, like, really, real talk, like, everybody from the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I grew up on. So, pretty much everybody from the 90s is pretty much, you know what I'm saying, a force. And really, pretty much everybody I took, I took like a little smidget of everybody.
So, speaking of your kid, now Tupac, he was named differently. He had the two, then Pac, and then he had TU and a Pac. Now,
Right.
did you name the kid after the number or TU Pac?
See, that's the difference, because I took Tupac's middle name.
Okay.
I named my son Amaru.
Amaru.
I
Okay.
just took, his middle name and named my son Amaru.
That's awesome. He's gonna look back and say, "Wow, you named me after one of the greatest rappers of all time." I mean,
Right. Right.
so he
Man, what's crazy is, I'd already started explaining him and, trying to teach him and educate him on who I got his name from, because all my children, they have very, very unique names. You know what I'm saying? My oldest daughter, her name is Persephone. She was named from the goddess of the underworld. My middle daughter is named Raja. She was that's an African name, the African prince name. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think it's an African prince name, or it's a Arabic prince's name.
Yeah.
It's one of those. It's one of those. And my son, well, he got his from Tupac. So all of them have unique names. So I kind of wanted to follow along after my wife led it off with my oldest one.
So as far as, let's talk about this EP that you put out last year. I played a couple of songs earlier. I played Underdog and I played Bounce Back. I love both tracks, and I've become a Spotify head. I'm listening to music through Spotify these days. But what was it like working on that project, and how did you feel about it all being put together and the reaction from fans and fellow hip-hop artists that's got a chance to give this a listen?
I mean, well, putting it together was it. I can't say it was hard, because to me it was easy. It's nothing but work. You know what I'm saying? Because I have so much work that I have done that I haven't released it. So it was like really putting out Underdog. It was a matter of putting 3 new songs with it. You know what I'm saying? The other 3 I had already, and I was just waiting for the right time to put them out. And I didn't really want to put them out individually. So I figured, you know what? I'll come together and I'll put together an EP. And so that's what it did. You know what I'm saying? I ended up going just going in my little archive that I had, dug out a few tracks, and then I had some stuff going on in my life to where I had to pen and write down some new ones. So I ended up doing 3 new songs, Underdog being one of them, which is my favorite, which is actually one of my favorites off the EP. And man, the reaction I've been getting from people is it's past good, man. To me, it's a blessing. For real. Real talk. It's a blessing to me, man, that people are actually taking the time to actually listen this time. And actually, this ain't my first CD. This my 3rd CD release, but I got 2 albums already, and I'm working on another album. But this will be the first one that actually reached out nationally, that went to the iTunes and all that. They actually got promoted. This is the actual first one that actually hit nationally. So I feel good. I'm nervous at the same time, but all in all, man, I feel real good, and I feel like it's just a jump start of what's more to come.
The name of the EP is called Underdog. It is available on all digital music platforms. Go check that out.
All of them. Go get that, y'all.
All over the internet. Now, as far as upcoming shows, performances, do you have any confirmed as of right now that you would like to promote?
Well, I got a show coming up in Paris. Matter of fact, the 23rd of June, it's a show coming up in Paris that I'm doing. Can't remember what they named it, but it's in Paris at the Indigo Lounge. I do know that. It's going to be me, a few other ones. I know Teeny Man, another Georgetown representative. He will be there. He's on the ticket to be there, and it's a few other ones. It's actually my man Runt Tillett. It's his birthday show. So we'll be going to Paris the 23rd of June. Man, y'all get there. I think it started at 9 o'clock. If I'm not mistaken, 9 o'clock. Well, yeah, y'all be there, man. June 23rd. Let me see. After that, I think I'm actually in the middle of lining up some more shows, so I'm actually gonna see how it go, because I got a couple of them just waiting on finalizers. That's all.
So for the time being, is the name of the show is called The Undisputed, courtesy of Cash Flow Cartel Entertainment and GFYE Entertainment. Shout out to the guys at GFYE. I'm good friends with the fellas.
Yes, sir.
YH8 Records, Cake, Lex Game, Wessyde Jones. One of my good friends out of Frankfurt, Wallow Green, among others. And it's Once Birthday Bash, June 23rd at Paris. Go check out all the artists. Go support local music, support local hip-hop.
Yeah, man.
check him out and show your support. Now, before I let you go, man, why don't you go ahead and promote your social media feeds, as in, where can people go that check you out, and where can people check out your music as well?
Oh man, look here, check. Look, if y'all got a pencil or a pen, write it down because I'm about to spit it out real fast. Okay, hold on now. All right, catch on.
Here we go.
All right, name is Wessyde Jones, and it's on all media sites. It's the same thing. On Instagram, it's Wessyde Jones 314502. On Facebook, it is just Wessyde Jones. On Twitter, it is Wessyde Jones. On mostly all media sites, it's Wessyde Jones. Now you can peek out my second album. Well, actually, my first album is actually on datpiff.com. Wessyde Jones Gutterbolt is on there. My second album, Salute Respect, is on Bandcamp. You could do that at wessydejones1.bandcamp.com. And peep out there. You can get that for free. You know what I'm saying? Just peep out what I've been doing and how I came to my EP, which my EP is on iTunes, Spotify, Google Music. It's everywhere. Just type in Underdog Wessyde Jones and you will find it. All my stuff is coming up. I got an album I'm cooking up right now. The title of it is called 3 Freedom of Speech. So, I mean, y'all just be waiting to watch it for you, boy. I'm out there and working, man. I'm not playing. It's go time. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
And that is Wessyde Jones, as in WESSYDE.
SSYDEJONES. Yeah.
So go check that out and check him out, man. For real, he's got a lot of talent, and he's got a lot of real stuff on there, on the music side of things. So it was great chatting with you, and thank you for your time. Continued success, and if I don't have any plans on June 23rd, I will try to make it to Paris. I do live in Lexington, so it's not that far.
All right. That'll work, man. Be good to see you, bro. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. And you have a good night. Have a great weekend, man.
For sure, man. Same to you. Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas out there. Take care of your children. Be good. Love y'all. Peace out.
All right. That was Wessyde Jones joining me, and that's how the show